He backed away, grinning, as a black horse sprinted towards him, and he turned and swung onto it. Behind him, 20 pirates in black shirts, black breeches, and black bahakafas rode their own black horses, carrying swords, spears, and clubs. Japheth morphed into his black snake suit and looked up at Arwen. "Take her to the castle. My brother's orders." Japheth lowered his gaze to Sophie. "The Kingdom Council would like to see her." Sophie's eyes widened as the snake and his pirates galloped down the hill and out the castle gates, nothing more than dark shadows against the night. "King will call when he wants ya," said Arwen, bringing Sophie and her bandaged palm to the double doors of the blue ballroom. A maid scurried over and whispered in Arwen's ear something about the map room. "Don't move an inch or I'll cut ya in half," Arwen ordered, following the maid. He reached back and ripped Sophie's coat off her. "And this ends part of your uniform." Sophie knew better than to argue, but as soon as he was gone, she tiptoed up to the door of the ballroom and cracked it open, just wide enough to get a peek inside. A 100 leaders were gathered in the castle biggest hall, seated as a constellation of round tables that looked like moons orbiting Ryan's throne, gleaming on an elevated dais in the center of the room. As the king presided in a clean blue and gold suit, Excalibur on his waist, Sophie noticed that each ruler had magically and brandished their name on the placard in front of them, the names blinking and quivering like moving pictures. The Sultan of Shazamba, the Queen of Wajasma, the King of Moriman, the Grand Vizier of Khosrows. The ballroom, meanwhile, had been completely overhauled from the style, crumbly space Sophie remembered, the walls and columns now retarded in mosaics of blue, the floor embellished with a gold-lined crest, and the ceiling fitted with a colossal blue glass lion's head that reflected the king's throne below. "So you are admitting Agatha's capture was a lie?" said the king of Frostwood, gaping at Ryan. "In Uti, liars have all their clothes taken away and they must earn them back, one truth at a time," drawled an 8-armed female dwarf sitting high on cushions. She was close enough to the door that Sophie could see she was wearing the same silver ring with carvings that she had noticed on the Queen of John Jolie and Elf King of Letflop at the church. "Tedros may have been a coward, but he didn't lie," gloated the Wolf King of Bloodbrook, also flaunting a silver ring. "Except about being king," said one stonily. "How can we be sure?" said the princess of Atasawa, curvy and milk smooth. "Tedros went to the school for good like me, where you are taught not to lie. Clearly, you went to a school whose standards were not as exciting. If you lied to us about Agatha's capture, then you could be lying to us about many things, said the Haunted King of Agu. This is why we want to talk to Sophie. And you will. I don't expect you to take my word, given what's happened. Not until I explain myself. In the meantime, I've sent my brother to fetch her, said Ryan, his eyes moving to the door. Sophie dodged it so he wouldn't see her spying. The king turned back to his audience. But now it's my turn to speak. We want to talk to Sophie first, demanded the minister of the Murmuring Mountains. She'll tell us the truth, the Queen of Mahadeva agreed. Camelot's own career suggests that Tetros is still the true king, not you, said the old, graceful Queen of Mahadeva, seated directly below Ryan. There was no reason to believe them before, but your lies about Agatha give me pause. Indeed, there's even talk that you have kidnapped Sophie and that she still supports Tetros' claim to the throne. Until Sophie vouches for you and gives us proof that you are the king, how can we trust you? A sword shot through the air and impaled her table. That is the proof, Ryan thundered, his face reflected in Excalibur steel. I pulled the sword. I passed my father's test. Tetros failed. He usurped the throne that belonged to me by right, and usurpers are beheaded by Camelot's law, by all of your kingdom's laws, as are traitors. I didn't hear your support for Tetros when he turned his back on your kingdoms while a snake tore them apart. I didn't hear your support for Tetros when I was saving your children from being handed. The room fell silent. Sophie saw Ryan watching the Queen of John Jolie, the intended audience of his last line. The Queen had lost the defense she had showed in the church, her head bowed, her throat bobbing. Sophie thought of the way Ryan had gripped the Queen's arm, hissing into her ear. Whatever he had said had made its mark.